Howdy. I'm Jim Bradbury. I'm a Texas A&M class of 1988. I have a degree in agriculture economics, and I'm currently teaching ag law at the Texas A&M Law School in Fort Worth, Texas. I practice agriculture law, and my firm has offices in Fort Worth and in Austin, Texas. And the question I'm often asked is, why agricultural law? The reality is, having been a partner in law firms for over 25 years and practiced in agriculture law and represented clients in the dairy industry, to the beef industry, and row crop, is that agriculture is essential to everything that we do in our economy here in Texas. It always has been, but we're learning that again as a society. Agriculture is everywhere, and it defines how our globe functions today. If you read the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, or the Financial Times, and you look closely, more than half of the articles on a daily basis will tie back to agriculture in some form or fashion. I'm proud to be involved with Texas A&M Law Review's upcoming symposium entitled Farm to Table, Agriculture Law in the Era of Sustainability. And this really couldn't be better time. These are the issues facing producers, consumers, and our elected leaders here in Texas. As one of the world's premier land-grant institutions, Texas A&M is committed to finding the solutions to feed our world, protect our environment, improve our health, and grow the economy. It really is the leading edge. This symposium will place a clear focus on many of the critical questions that we face at the intersection of legal issues, sustainability, and our agricultural systems. With the worldwide growth of megacities, many people have lost touch with our agrarian history. But over $395 billion was spent on agriculture products in 2012. But has this level of growth created a system that is sustainable over the next several decades? One of the most complicated problems facing agriculture today is that we must increase our production by over 70% to meet the world's needs. And we're going to have to do this with less land and less water worldwide, all in an environment where most of the inhabitants are less familiar with our practices, but yet they are dependent upon them. The critical legal concerns associated with these pressing needs include water usage, energy production, land use, property disputes, biotechnology, and many more. Sustainability trends focusing on freshwater availability, arable land use, and growing supply chains will continue to open doors for attorneys as well as policymakers for decades to come. It's a rapidly developing area of policy representing growing shares and market-driven gain. The ethos of our food today is as much of the product as the food itself. Consumers are aware and demanding more from our production, and the answers to these questions lie in technology and adaptation alongside our rich tradition of agricultural production. Professionals in the ag industry like me know that agricultural law is no longer a quiet practice in a small town focused on the buying of cows or the selling of ranches. In fact, it's one of the most sophisticated and diverse practices in law today. Agriculture law includes everything from contracts, intellectual property, free speech, oil and gas, and water law. This is why the Law Review Symposium is critically important and why you should consider attending. The symposium will provide an in-depth conversation focused on sustainable agriculture from many different angles. The symposium has assembled some of the key national voices on these topics nationwide. The experts will focus on land use, conservation, the intersection of shale energy production, and agriculture. Current government policies including waters of the United States, animal husbandry, water usage, and sustainable herbicide and pesticide usage. If you're a producer, policymaker, or in the business of agriculture, this is an event you do not want to miss. I am Jim Bradbury, and this is Texas A&M University School of Law.